soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
That's over the middle and caught by Ibuka. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Well, 3rd and 19, no problem, as they convert for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Bombers. Oh, my son!
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's got a man down the field, it's Austin. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
25 more yards.
Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Oh, my son!
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
It's now 2nd
Ball on
and
the
6.
30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. A run. It's Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
He's got it about the 8. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Oh, my son!
Now Nick's going to look to throw. A big mistake. It was 1st and goal, and it's intercepted. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown, Ravens.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
Ravens 28, Steelers 6. Tyler Luke.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackles behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to take this one all the way into the end zone. There is a marker down. We're going to get the call, but I think this one is going to stand. On for the extra point is Boswell. He knocks it through. And the Steelers are able to cut into the deficit.
28, Steelers 13.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Real quick.
He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. A first down throw for Jackson. He'll try to hit him with a screen. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Hey, report! Come on! 180!
Handoff here, up the middle. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
180!
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, out!
Throwing Jackson. That's into traffic, but taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. Now a give up the middle, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Here's
9.
2nd and 9.
180!
Back to throw, Jackson. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
180! Finish it up!
Jackson now on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Number 85. Touchdown, Baltimore.
This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
He fields it at the 8. And he is stopped
The
at
Steelers
25.
take over
The
first
drive
and
will
10
begin there.
at their own 25-yard line.
A first down throw for Nix. And left side, it's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop at 21 seconds to go until halftime. Nix now on 1st and 10. This one down the field for Freiermuth.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
A design run here with Jackson. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
DC, ready? DC. Ready, shot! No. Ready! Ready, shot! Set up!
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
Second down, Jackson. The pressure's going to get there again. He's forced down once more.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
They'll throw now, 3rd and forever. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Play action now. It's Nix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Nix from the gun on third down. Got a man. It's Ibuka. Complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Forced to his right. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And he's finally taken down, but a nice return will set them up at the 35.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Baltimore.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Jackson. He'll go right and find his running back, and they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Raven 1st down. Jackson up top again. Trying to set up the screen to Mitchell. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And it's going to be 3rd down. To the air one more time with Jackson. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal.
37-yard attempt.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Check.
on first down. Here's Nix to throw. Taking off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Travis Jones on the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Steelers.
17 yards on that connection. Good for a Steeler first down. Throwing is Nix. He's got it at about the 8. And he's in! Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown Steelers. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. They'll throw. It's Nix. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now Jackson on the move. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
18 on the play. First down, Ravens.
Go ahead,
A tight end in motion now.
Hey.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup there of 13. First down, Baltimore. Here's Jackson. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd and 4. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
That's to the end zone. Right, incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now. From the gun, Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Number 88. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
You. Hey, Ozzy.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. That is Max Crosby. Gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down. To throw is Nix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. That is brought in by Ibuka. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Nix to throw. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Jackson now on second down. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Raven first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 3. Back to throw, Jackson. Got a man, good job coming back for the ball on the completion. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down. They've got it at the 8. First down and goal. Jackson up top again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
To the air one more time with Jackson. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal. Again, it's Jackson. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. On is Luke to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Oh, this ball is going to wind up nowhere close to the landing zone. Definite mishit there. This one's going to be spotted out beyond the 40. On first down, here's Nix to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's going to look for the home run ball. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Boswell now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Steelers are able to edge a bit closer.
48. Steelers 28.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
Real quick. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
It's a pickup with 6.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On play action, here's Jackson. Comeback route, and he's got it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They get the victory away from